Most people use Gmail with the exact out-of-the-box settings Google provided years ago. While those defaults are considered safe, they are rarely optimized for daily speed, mental sanity, or personal privacy. Checking email should not feel like an uphill battle against a cluttered screen and constant algorithmic interruptions. Digging just one layer deeper into the configuration panel unlocks a handful of hidden changes that fundamentally transform how messages are handled. Taking 5 minutes to customize these options creates a cleaner, faster, and far more private digital workspace. Accessing these hidden options requires clicking the small gear symbol in the top right corner of the screen and selecting the option labeled See All Settings. This opens up the master control panel, where the true customization happens. The very first adjustment provides a massive safety net for everyday communication errors. Under the General tab, looking toward the top reveals a section called Undo Send. The system automatically restricts the cancellation window to a brief 5 seconds. Changing this drop-down menu to 30 seconds provides the maximum possible buffer time. 5 seconds is barely enough time to gasp when a missing attachment or a misspelled name comes to mind right after hitting the send button. Upgrading to the 30-second limit offers a genuine chance to stop the message in its tracks. Gmail achieves this trick by delaying the actual transmission of the message, holding it in a temporary outgoing queue for the exact duration chosen. This means the email is not actually pulled back from the recipient's inbox, but rather paused on the user side before it ever leaves the server. Now, let's move on to an efficiency adjustment that fixes a sluggish navigation loop. Processing a crowded inbox is often slowed down by constant, repetitive clicking. By default, archiving or deleting a message forces the screen back to the primary inbox view, requiring a manual click to open the next item. Fixing this requires a quick two-step process. First, click the Advanced tab at the top of the settings page. Find the section called Auto Advance and select the option to enable it. Scroll to the very bottom of the page and click Save Changes to apply the new behavior. After the page reloads, return to the General tab to find a brand new section called Auto Advance that allows a choice between automatically opening the next newer or older conversation. Select the option to go to the next conversation. This modification entirely removes the tedious middle step of returning to the main list after every single email. Moving through a massive pile of unread mail becomes a seamless, continuous flow because the next message displays instantly the moment the current one is handled, saving hundreds of clicks every week. The next hidden feature is incredible for eliminating repetitive typing. Writing the exact same response multiple times a day consumes an immense amount of time. A powerful solution lives inside the Advanced tab under a feature named Templates. Find the Templates section, select the button to enable it, and scroll down to click Save Changes. Creating a template involves opening a fresh message window, typing out a frequent response, and selecting the 3 vertical dots in the bottom right corner. From there, hover over the word Templates, choose Save Draft as Template, and select Save as New Template. Future replies no longer require copying and pasting from external documents or rewriting the same paragraphs from scratch. A third-party text expander tool is completely unnecessary. The next time that specific email needs to be written, open a blank draft, hit the 3 vertical dots, hover over Templates, and drop the saved text right into the message body. The physical appearance of the layout heavily influences how quickly information is processed. Most people stick with the default view, which forces a constant jumping motion between the main list and individual messages. Under the Inbox tab, scrolling down reveals an option called Reading Pane. Check the box to enable the Reading Pane and select the option to place the pane to the right of the inbox. Scroll to the bottom and save the changes. This fundamentally alters the layout, transforming the standard linear view into a comprehensive dual-panel dashboard similar to Outlook or Mac Mail. The left side of the screen maintains the full list of incoming mail, while the right side displays the full text of the currently highlighted message. This layout eliminates the constant back-and-forth navigation, allowing for rapid skimming and comparing of messages while keeping the full inbox list entirely visible at all times. The manner in which message threads are organized can also be customized to prevent critical communication errors. Under the General tab, an option called Conversation View dictates how replies are displayed. The factory setting groups every single response with the matching subject line into one continuous, collapsible stack. While this keeps the inbox compact, it frequently causes important new replies to get buried out of sight at the very bottom of an old chain. People constantly miss crucial replies because they get hidden inside a thread that was already skimmed days ago. Turning Conversation View off ensures every incoming email arrives as a brand new individual line item. This guarantees no single reply is ever overlooked or obscured by a massive historical thread, treating every message as its own distinct communication. Intrusive algorithmic reminders often disrupt a natural, self-directed workflow. The General tab contains a section dedicated to nudges, which contains two specific checkboxes for suggesting emails to reply to and suggesting emails to follow up on. These options allow the system to automatically push older messages back to the top of the inbox, accompanied by a prominent passive-aggressive text reminder about how many days ago the message was received. Unchecking both boxes strips away these automated disruptions. This allows personal judgment, actual priority levels, and an intentional timeline to dictate when a message deserves attention, rather than relying on an algorithm to guilt-trip the user into looking at old threads. Personal data processing can be significantly restricted for those who value digital boundaries and maximum privacy. Scrolling further down the General tab reveals a section titled Smart Features and Personalization. Leaving this enabled grants permission for automated systems to scan the text of emails to provide predictive text suggestions, automated package tracking cards, and calendar sync features. Turning this feature off cuts off the automated scanning process entirely, instantly boosting personal data privacy. The trade-off means automated flight details or hotel reservations will no longer populate the calendar automatically, but the email data remains strictly confined to the inbox rather than being shared across multiple applications. Mastering these hidden controls shifts the dynamic from simply reacting to an overwhelming default inbox to actively managing a highly tailored communication tool. Taking 5 minutes to customize these options creates a cleaner, faster, and far more private digital workspace.